country. So later on, you get to build up for those matches on extra time. Tune in from 7 p.m. Today. But now let's get to Rivers people this morning. Yes, on Tuesday we're talking about business. One of the businesses that has been flourishing in this state for a very long time has been beverages. Nay, the entire country, because we all have a beverage that we like to drink, right? So the regular beverages, usually your cocoa beverages, depending on the brand name. You know, when you put the cocoa in, put the milk, put the sugar, you whisk it, and then, oh, great, and then you're out. If you have bread and whatever, you're out and about. Now, that's for a lot of children. And I know some of you adults would prefer coffee or what's that thing called? Tea. Yes. But local beverages, right, are becoming a big thing today, and you can understand why. It's becoming very expensive to get, a tin of cocoa these days. I saw a tin about 500 grams of a beverage, and it was pegged at about 2,000 plus naira. That's a lot. And, knowing children, that's not going to take you very far. But it's not just even the morning beverages that give you the get up and go when you want to start your day. Even beverages for entertainment, relaxation, aka the soft drinks, the drinks that, do not contain alcohol are becoming more expensive. The PET bottles these days retail from anywhere between 250 for the very small ones to as much as 400, in some places 500 naira for the 60 or the 50 cl bottles. So as you can see, it's not particularly all nice and chummy for those of you who like to step down, with your favorite brand, whatever they may be. But now it even gets worse for those who like the alcoholic beverages, right? It's becoming a bit of a bother. Earlier in the year, we had a conversation where we talked about, the beverages now getting also 1,000 naira a bottle, and then some of you called that nothing will happen. Rivers people, Nigerians will always buy, would they? Now, my questions for you this morning. First and foremost, is it really affecting you, talking about the rising cost of beverages? Is it changing consumer purchase? Because I was at the market last week and I got to hear some people who were buying alternatives. People are now buying concentrates. Remember those days when you could buy powder concentrates, put them in water, whisk them, and then you sell them as drinks and squash or whatever. I don't know if you are familiar with that. There's that one. And then there are the other alcoholic beverages, the locally refined alcoholic beverages. Well, in my foray into the market in the past few days, I have actually seen an upsurge in what I think are locally produced, liquor, locally produced. But the question is, they don't seem to be flying off the shelves. Why? Well, you tell me. You guys are the ones that consume these things. And then, more importantly, which one are you getting into? So, top of the list, Zobo has become a big deal these days. Kunu is another beverage that seems to be coming up these days. It has always been there. But now that people are looking for alternatives, right? So their PET bottles of soft drinks or whatever they are called, they seem to be reverting to Kunu and Zobo. What other drinks are there? Now, in terms of alcohol, people are talking about, oh my God, see how beer is now so expensive. We cannot buy this. That the local gin. But are you comfortable with those locally refined products? Do you even know where and how they are made? I even heard, don't tell anybody. I even heard some people have even making it in their backyards.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeriainfo FM. Nigeriainfo, let's talk.
And now, hello Port Harcourt with Jude on 92.3 Nigeriainfo.
So 017-923-0002, 017-923-0003, 017-923-0002, 017-923-0003. At Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. At Nigeriainfo PH, at Nigeriainfo PH is where you'll find us on Facebook and on X. WhatsApp, Telegram available on 0809-030-6416, 0809-030-6416. Then when you call, please do turn on the volume of your radio so we'll have a great conversation with you. Local beverages, are they doing well now that the prices of the regular beverages, whether they are non-alcoholic or alcoholic beverages, are they competitive enough, or are you still patronizing what you are very comfortable with? Like I said, I got to see a lot of people buying Zobo and Kunu. They've always bought them, but I'm even hearing that people are considering not even buying, but they're making. JJ is in Port Harcourt town. JJ, are you still buying your favorite brand, or you are doing like my brothers who are making in the backyard?
Jude, I hope this table you want to shake this morning, you have nail and wood to pack it.
Small question.
I used to buy beverages for, I still buy for my kids. Those things they carry to school now. But the price is just something else right now. Something you used to buy for 1,200, one carton is about 4,000 naira now, and it's still rising. I don't know what is causing it. And I was complaining. Somebody told me, say, look, just buy fruit and just press it. I have this fruit extractor and all those. That will be better.
Okay.
But Jude, have you asked yourself how much is the fruit? Small pineapple that I priced is 1,200.
1,200.
1,200, very small, like those children rubber ball, those Indian balls.
Yes.
Those days, those rubber Indian balls. So how many will you extract now? You are running for price and you are getting more price and all those. Even the Zobo, the 50 naira bottle before, is now 200 naira. Can you beat that? So as far as I'm concerned, the alternatives are not even there right now. So be it the strong ones, the alcoholic beverage and all those, it's not funny. Go anywhere, half price, not that you have 500, say give me 2 bottles of this. Body go. So
JJ says, ask price. We'll be back after this break.
Trader, are you ready for the flight? Yeah. Maximize your gains day or
let's get back to you this morning. We're talking about beverages, all right? And we're looking at the locally made beverages versus, the ones that people have been buying over the shelves, across the counter for generations. Now, cocoa beverages are very popular among children and even adults. I still have friends who cannot, and I mean absolutely cannot do without their beverage before getting to work. So whether it be coffee, tea, or in some cases, cereal with milk and sugar. They need to have something to get them that get up and go. And then over the years, no thanks to some very misleading and shoddy advertising, parents have believed that the cocoa beverages that they have, that they give their children, is going to make them the geniuses of tomorrow. It's the advertising nuances that we have these days. But away from that, now that we have inflation getting to 32% across the board, and people are talking about the cost of living and the cost of food in particular, you have to ask yourself these questions. Alternatives have been popping up all over the place for various parts of our daily lives in Nigeria. But this morning, I'm asking you about your beverage. It's 9:34 a.m., right? How many of you had your coffee or your tea? How much does it cost for you to have your coffee and your tea, or your tea, depending on what you do? And then for your children, are you seeking alternatives? Now, some alternatives that have been here for a very long time, they're very traditional, right? Zobo has been here. A lot of people love Zobo, and they even swear by it that it's even much healthier than your canned soda drinks. Well, I'm not here to ask or play the role of NAFDAC or whatnot, or play the role of your doctor, but we're looking at alternatives. Now, are you going to be buying Zobo or making Zobo? The question is if you're going to buy or make, is it going to be cost effective as you just going out and buying off the counter, off the shelf, your favorite, beverage, whatever it is, whatever soda that you like to give to your children, you like to consume as well. Now, my first caller, JJ, says, no, it's not as cheap as they say. Even if you're going to have your juice extractor, how much are the fruits that you're going to purchase? I was shocked when he said pineapple, right? Whole pineapple is not 1,000 too. Well, I'm not surprised. I've been buying slices of pineapple these days for between 150 naira to 300 naira a slice, and I'm like, what? Girl, that thing doesn't look like it's worth 300 naira. But hey, I need to have my fruits. Now, that being said, even the heavy drinks, talking about the alcoholic beverages, are not cheap. On average, your beer, these days retails from between 850 to 1,100, depending on what pump you are getting your supply from. Now, with the locally made, gins and elixirs do for you? I'm asking because I've noticed, and this is just don't take my word for it. I've noticed that whilst the beers and the whatnot, the other beverages are expensive, some locally made products, right, are also being sought after. Like I mentioned, kunu, zobo, particularly zobo, right, is being highly sought after by a lot of people in River State. But I'm not seeing people looking and rushing for palm wine. Why?
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeriainfo FM. Nigeriainfo, let's talk.
And now, hello Port Harcourt with Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
So 017-923-0007 and 0817923-0003. WhatsApp and Telegram. Please use the Telegram handle. I've just opened it up. I like to get to read your messages on Telegram. 08090306416. 08090306416. And then let's get to the telephone lines. I do believe we have a certain Mr. Zion on the line. He's speaking to us from GRA. I wonder what beverage he's still consuming. Zion, good morning to you. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, Jude, good morning.
Good morning to you, please.
The present state of the Nigerian economy does not even give you an alternate source.
Wow.
If you want to seek for an alternate source, you may even get into trouble health-wise. You will end up taking up substandard, non-hygienic, and that may lead to unforetold medical challenges. The economy of Nigeria today, if at all there is one, is being manned and handled by incompetent people. Let's look at the farm produce. You made mention of palm wine. Except you have a reliable source who is still producing it, you cannot get it. What you will end up drinking is what they call saccharin, which is constantly everywhere. It's a chemical. The truth is this: when the X-Men start attacking farmers, when their crops were eaten by their animals, when we are complaining because of our poor level of oversight views, we fail to know that this will affect us in the future. Today we are in the future. A cup of rice is a complaint. You make mention of palm wine. My brother, those who are still tapping it are people who choose to be there. Maybe in your own community, it's only one or two persons you will hear. But let's come to look at the flip side of the discourse. There are particular palm trees that gives you the real palm wine. We have fell off those trees and built houses. We sold the land, we sell the tree and everything. In those days, they protect the banga tree with their lives. Our fathers did that. Sir, the beverages are like no-go area, except some of our brothers that God has placed an high position that we can come and dash us, and we are happy. Thank you for giving me beverages every month, like, or else, no way. And let's look at our local gin. They bomb it, the refinery area. They bomb them, they call them illegal bunkeries. What do you expect? All these bombs, they don't bomb fire. Now lie, some of them now where then they refine this local gin.
So you're saying the government, right? Talking about the security agents have not been giving accurate information as to their operations.
Of course, now. Of course, on that operation, that is true now.
All right, so those are your allegations. So, Zion, let me ask you. Now, you've stated, right, that you don't believe there's enough or there are any alternatives, one, because of the scarcity of the raw materials. Now, if that is the case, those other smaller ones that, people readily can get, talking about, the Zobo and the Kunu. Kunu originally used to be from the north, but now almost everybody around here is either buying Zobo or buying Kunu. Are you saying people should not, or people are finding it difficult to buy Kunu and Zobo?
Have you priced Zobo of recent? I'm not a Kunu fan. I've never tested it in my life. But the Zobo, at least once in a while. Have you checked the price? That's little about 3-4 liters now of that Zobo goes for about 2,000 naira. Except the one that is poured with over water too much. The person make a mistake. If he sell them for you for 1,000. But the purely refined and cooked Zobo, thick to texture, with all the ingredients into quality, that you say this is quality good enough for export, my brother, is very expensive. Even the Kunu people are drinking, most of them you see are watery. They have to put more water to get more gains and to reduce the price for people to. That is why I stated it clearly. It's either you are getting a substandard or one that is not produced from an hygiene environment, which may consequently lead to health challenges. Those are my initial submissions from the first paragraph.
Oh, thank you very much, Zion. Okay, all right. This is getting even more interesting than I thought. This one here is from Benson. Benson said, "Good morning. See, we now all buy a sachet of everything. I can't afford to buy a tin of milk and the cocoa that I used to buy for my children 2 years ago. We used to keep that thing for at least a month, but now we buy a roll, sometimes 1/7, 1/8, and before you know it, trust children, it's finished. Beverages are becoming more expensive. I won't lie lie. Oh, nowadays, I think I will not be buying my beer any longer. I will just be buying the regular small ogogoro in the neighborhood. Benson says. He says he'll be buying the regular small ogogoro in the neighborhood. Really? Interesting. Gideon is on the line. Gideon is speaking to us from PH Town. Gideon, good morning to you. Welcome to the conversation, please.
Okay, good morning. My name is Big John, not Gideon. Big John.
I beg your pardon, Big John. Good morning to you, please.
Good morning. I just want to let you know that I still enjoy my beverages. Luckily for me, we got things on sachet, so I can still buy my 3-in-1 Nescafe sachet. I can buy my Milo and my Ovaltine. I take them, in fact, every morning. And the coffee too. There is this finger Nescafe. I'm sure you may have come across it too. So I drink coffee every morning if I want to. I also drink Zobo. There's a lady across my compound that sells Zobo. She sells the small bottle for 100 naira.
Oh, really?
So I can still afford my Zobo. Now, concerning the palm wine, I don't even go near it.
Why?
Because unfortunately, these people that sell Nkwobi and Ishieu, the demand for palm wine to enable them sell the Nkwobi and Ishieu has made the producers now, they don't give us the original palm wine again from the palm trees. It's not about even herdsmen, cattle rearers going to disturb the farm. It is the high demand from these people that sell Nkwobi and Ishieu. They have made the producers of this palm wine mix it with saccharin and all kinds of chemicals. So it's not even good for consumption again. Imagine somebody that owns a cafeteria or a place where they sell issue. She wants gallons of that palm wine. And of course, we know they are not, it is coming originally from the palm tree. You can't get it in that quantity. Not just one person. I'm talking about that. Of course, you know too that there are a lot of people that sell Nkwobi, sell issue. So I don't go near palm wine. But the other two, Zobo, I can drink Zobo for 100 naira. In fact, after making this call, I'm going across to that compound where there is a nursery school. No, it's not a laughing matter. This lady is a mom daycare. She takes care of the children.
You can vouch for the quality of her product.
Yes, because I know she's an elderly lady that even has a doctor as a son which lives in the same house with her. She's good, so I can vouch for her. I drink a Zobo whenever I want. In fact, I'm going to buy 5 now. 5.
Also.
I've stopped, because this lady lives directly opposite me, the school is directly opposite me, I've stopped drinking Coke a long time. I just go, sometimes I give her money to prepare 10 for me for 1,500. And I just load them in my fridge. Whenever I want to feel like drinking Coke, I just pick up one and drink.
Okay, all right. The alternatives are still there. Gideon, thank you very much. Gideon speaking to us from Port Harcourt Town. Now, let's get to Telegram and WhatsApp 009-030-6416. Port Harcourt people, what are you doing? How are you managing with your beverages this day and age? Are you still, going down the lane of I must have my coffee, my tea? My last caller says, well, fortunately for him, he's not been able to change. The sachet, option has come to his rescue, but that's him alone. Now, I'm considering like Benson's message said, look, even for his children, they can't afford to get a whole tin like they used to, and it was very popular. Those days, it was not unusual to have families buy maybe the 500-gram tin or the 1,500 gram tin of their beverages, cocoa, milk, or whatever. But sachets are becoming very popular, and look, just in case you don't know, it's called shrinkflation. The price may increase marginally or maybe a stark variance from what it used to be before, but the quantity, it's reduced. It's reduced. So if you notice, there are sachets everywhere. I remember a while ago, people were talking about, single-use plastic and how, they should ban, alcoholic beverages sold in sachets. There's been an uproar because it's a form of business, livelihoods will be lost, yada, 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 yada. But even those people who buy those things, they'll tell you, look, because of the price, they have to buy more. So you're spending more for, unfortunately, less. Messages now, 009-030-6416. 0090306406416. Bernard from Port Harcourt says, good morning, Jude. The best solution, to kill this current hyperinflation, if not, is to kill the hyperinflation. If not, we'll soon get to the point where the alternative source will not save us. The alternative will also be too expensive. Honestly, I fear for what will be the fate if this mess continues to the end of the year. Jude, note that there is a price threshold that most Nigerians can't cope with. I see companies and businesses folding up soon for lack of patronage if this price madness doesn't stop. Jude, Jubes from Choba says, you just reminded me to go and burn the Zobo leaves I bought 2 days ago. I was postponing making this drink because of a missing ingredient, which will probably quadruple by the time the people who are selling it tune into this program. Apple for homemade apple drink that Mother Eve gave free is now 400 or 500 naira. Now to just drink water they go. Let me come on. This says, Jude, even the Zobo drink has been adulterated with plenty of water. You can't enjoy the taste of Zobo, and its price is even higher now. Jude, it will shock you that a jar of palm wine in rural areas presently is 3,000 naira instead of 1,500 naira, and it has been adulterated with saccharin. May God help us. Miracle Monday from our order. Now, for those of you who are listening who are probably wondering, what are these people, these respondents on this program talking about? What is saccharin? What exactly is it? What is it? Is it something that multiplies the food or the drink? Well, it is not actually. It is an artificial sweetener. In fact, what is very interesting about saccharin is that it is 500 times sweeter than sucrose. Let me say that again. It is 500 times sweeter than sucrose. Sucrose is a basic sugar you find in most foods, your yam, whatever. Fructose is a sugar that you find in your fruit. So your banana, your oranges, your grapes, your pineapple, all